Hello and welcome to our video. It's your host Ultimate19 or Ultimate Gamer 19,000, and I'm here today to discuss to you how to build the brand new 2024 Paladin. Before this video starts, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because these videos, I just want them to do better and better so I can make them better and better. Because if I see you guys are enjoying the videos, I can make them better by putting more effort into the scripting, more effort into the thumbnails, titles, and all that good stuff. So yeah, let's just begin this video. Now, I don't know if you've all seen my video on the Paladin, check the cards, but I definitely have some very some critiques about the Paladin. And in this video, I won't be going over many of them, so don't worry, this isn't like a rambling builder, it's just me being a hater and providing no solution. Almost over will just be covering how to build a Paladin correctly, well, correctly in the sense of like power scaling and power building, whatever, that type of crap. So yeah, I won't be really critical against the Paladin, but if you do want to see me say how the Paladin is terrible, then check the video. But yeah, let's just get right into it. Now, I feel like the first pillar I really have to speak about is multiclassing. The Paladin is more multiclass reliant than ever. Your Divine Smite no longer has a cap, meaning a 19th level sorcerer with 1 level Paladin is going to be doing stronger, heavier hitting Divine Smites than a level 20 Paladin, which is an interesting choice, Wizards. A level 11 sorcerer, 1 pally, is doing more damage with a single smite than a level 20 paladin. I just wanted to note that real quick. It's really embarrassing. I mean, at the end of the day, it's annoying, it's bad, whatever. I can go on about it forever, but I won't in this video. But yeah, I think when it comes to multi-classing, I think honestly your most if you want to go like min-maxed all hell, like most annoying nerdiest build, like push-up glasses, I say your first level, probably taking a Warlock. I mean, yeah, you do lose out on that heavy armor proficiency, but honestly, with heavy armor, you need a 15 strength, and that is a little much. 15 strength is a very big requirement, so I think it's probably better to just take that 13 so they can multi-class into Paladin, use heavy weapons, take Weapon Master, take Sentinel, take Shield Master, take whatever you want to get. Just take that. I think 13 strength is good enough in my opinion. So what you want to do, level 1, I say Warlock. Go Pact of the Blade, take Eldritch Blast, and any other, I don't know, take Minor Illusion. Do whatever you want. Overall, just anything that's probably your best option. You also do gain that one spell slot you gain on a short rest. You can use that for Armor of Agathis, Hex. I think Bane. You know how to get Bane. Uh, Chain Lightning is a pretty cool spell now. No, it's not Chain Lightning. It's Witch Bolt. Witch Bolt is pretty good. So you might want to pick up something like Witch Bolt. It can provide you with grand utility. And then I think honestly, you probably want to take 6 levels of Pally, I would say. Because with 6 levels of Paladins, you do gain a lot of features. Looking at the auras, some classes do have really good auras, I ain't gonna hold you. But a lot of the auras for Paladins, like the Vengeance, Devotion, Glory, and Ancients, which are the 4 in the book, they all got like nerfed or like didn't really get buffed in ways that like really make me like, oh my gosh, so good. But if you still want to, you could still do I think 8 to like 6 levels of Paladin is probably what you should take for a Pally focused, and then the rest into Sorcerer or Bard. Honestly, pick your favorite. Bard at 10th level is really when they become explosive, and Sorcerers are just so good. Honestly, I recommend taking Sorcerer, because Sorcerers is just beyond broken. I just wanted to cover that very quickly, and I do know there are some problems with multi-classing, such as feats, because a lot of like the martial focus feats give you a +1 to your strength or dexterity on a good day. So yeah, I know that is probably annoying, but trust me, a lot of the Paladin subclasses now give you ways to either add your charisma modifier or do so much extra like damage or give you advantage very consistently that honestly it's not having a lower charisma to some of your having a lower meaning attacking status to some of your allies really, and I mean this, really won't matter as much as you may think. Trust me, like you're gonna be fine. um I think for feats, Great Weapon Master, Shield Master actually got a massive buff. When you try to push someone, knock them prone, it's no longer a bonus action, which is good for paladins because smiting is not a bonus action. So yeah, I think overall, and also it's a way to generate advantage. It is not a strength saving throw. And no size requirement either, so you can straight up just knock someone on the butt, and then you have advantage, and like that, boom, you're having a 17 charisma instead of an 18 is no longer an issue, in my opinion. Also, there are very good feats that increase your charisma. Fey touched, very powerful. Shadow touched even, very good. I mean, I think Fey touch being able to pick up stuff like silvery barbs, if allowed, hex is really nice. Bless, overall things like that. As a pally, you really do want to get a lot of spells that don't require you spell slots, because your best use for your spell slots are still Divine Smite or just smites. I mean, if you go thunderous, you can potentially knock someone on their booty, which can be really good. And if you're charisma based, your charisma is probably gonna be high enough where you're gonna be doing that decently often, I'd like to say. So overall, I think that's a very good choice. Overall, aside from that, I think Great Weapon Master, Fate, like those feats I've already mentioned, I'm not gonna mention them again, are just genuinely good. I'm trying to think of any other ones. Oh, Inspiring Leader. Inspiring Leader is now very good for his Paladin, providing your whole team utility and supports. Yeah, overall, Inspiring Leader can actually be a pretty nice one. But I think when I'm thinking of feats, I mean, you could take Ritual Caster, because now everyone can ritually cast. So I guess if you want some more spell casting in your bag, oh, Warcast. Oh, you probably do want Warcaster. Yeah. Okay, I think if you're going the short and shield route, you probably oh yeah, you probably would want to take Warcaster, so then you can actually cast spells. Well, because yeah, Divine Smite now has somatic components. Oh damn, it would, wouldn't it? Yeah, because it can be counterspelled. Oh damn. Okay, I need to look this. Hold on. Whatever. Okay, I'll leave that down below in the comments. Check the comments and I'll leave that down below. I won't do a whole tangent to go find it. But yeah, Warcaster I think may be a must-have. Yeah, I think for charisma base, yeah, charisma based patterns, I think your first ASI is Warcaster. No, genuinely, I can't see. Yeah, Warcaster. I think taking Warcaster, advantage on concentration checks, which I mean your concentration, your saving throws with a charisma based pattern are already gonna be ridiculously powerful. Like that's not even like a problem. You're gonna have some of the best saving throws in the game. So that doesn't matter. Yeah, that's it for multiclassing. I'll kind of leave it there. I could talk more, but this isn't video about multiclassing. I'm already 7 minutes in. Haven't even discussed any of the paladin stuff I have presented. For species, Orc, Asmar, Goliath, Dragonborn, Dwarf, Human, Wood Elf, and Halfling, all good. Orcs, I mean, bonus action dash, which yeah you can't smite, but still just being able to get into the enemy or get into an advantage, a good position, get yourself some temporary hit points. You know, if you're orc, if you get knocked down, you always come back. Good. Asimar, gain the fly speed, extra radiant damage, just makes you feel more like a paladin. Goliath, again, more movement speed is very nice, and also some extra damage or extra utility, which what type of Goliath you are can be very powerful. Dragonborn. Dragonborn are now good paladins because, I mean, now they just, again, fly speed. I mean, every character can use a fly speed, and I feel like with paladins, it's very, very flavorful. I mean, just being like a Dragonborn paladin of like Tiamat or the Platinum Dragon, and it's just like, come on. Instead of having angel wings like you would if you're like a paladin of Lathander, you have dragon wings. Like, come on, it just makes so much sense. Like, it just makes sense. Dragonborn, I think for Pallies, good choice. Dwarf. Now with the new Pallies, you know, if you're not gonna have your Constitution score may be lacking a little bit. Now with the Charisma based one, your Constitution score isn't gonna be lacking too much, but having Dwarf can really help you just make you tankier. And also, I do want to note that now all my small species enjoyers rejoice, because now small species can wield any type of weapon. Yes, I know, very good. All my dwarf, halfling, goblin lovers out there, kobold lovers, rejoice, because it is your day. But yeah, overall, I think that's a really good change. It's now to wield heavy weapons. It's now your strength score, which makes so much more sense. I mean, like, yeah, like, come on. I can understand if it's like a blade made for a gargantuan creature, yeah, human can't wield that. But come on, you're telling me a dwarf can't wield a great sword? Like, I feel like, and I've seen the Wizards of the Coast depictions of great swords, and they're just really like long. They're not even like a guts great sword where it's just a slab of iron, or or like a cloud great sword, where again it's just like a slab of iron. It's more like very long swords. So yeah, overall, I think just being strong enough to wield it is honestly all you need, and I very much like that choice and change. So yeah, dwarf again, really good pick. Human, again, if you want to take tough, I mean, at the end of the day, especially if you're a strength based pally, your stats are going to be lacking. And taking tough can really help you get that constitution to a 12. And especially since you're already a paladin, I mean, you can afford a 12 constitution if you take tough. That basically puts you to a 16 constitution. I mean, your saving throws are still going to be good because you're using your charisma for that. And even at then, for charisma based paladins, I mean, this just means you can have a higher wisdom. So if you want to do some multi-classing, and that sort, you can have a 13 wisdom or 13 intelligence. You want to take like a druid level or monk level. Like, hey, if you want to take a monk, you can be Batman. I definitely do think expect a Batman build soon because you can now divine smite with a punch. So expect a Batman build someone these days. It's gonna be a weird one, but I'm definitely making it happen. What else? Again, enhanced movement speed, pass without a trace, and the long strider. Bar Paladins are quite known to be bad at stealthing. I mean, they wear medium to heavy armor, disadvantage on your stealth. Yeah, at the end of the day, I think overall it's just a really good decision to pick up Wood Elf because, Pass Without Trace makes any bad stealth roll middling. Long Strider, of course, more movement, it will always be nice. Halfling, again, re-rolling those ones on your saving throws, on your important saving throws, your important attack rolls, your important ability checks is massive. And as a paladin, you are gonna be making a lot of attacks. Not as much as a fighter per se, but you still will be doing them out. And also, natural ones suck. So just being able to reroll that is amazing. Now for your backgrounds, I personally believe entertainer may be your best choice. Now, if you're gonna do the secret sauce, the secret tech, if you will, which is taking an older background from another book and giving it whatever origin fee and ASI selections you want. Which please by all means do that if you feel like it's gonna help you. Of course, ask your DM, but it is an official rule in the player's handbook, so just want to note that. But yeah, I think if you're going pure base, I think probably picking up entertainers may be your best option. If you are a charisma based what's it named pally, then probably I'd probably take merchant because you do gain lucky and plus and your charisma constitution can increase that. So yeah, I think overall for most paladins, even the charisma based ones, entertainer would just be your best option. I mean, yeah, the feat you get with it is just so powerful, and also the stats you increase are. I mean, they're not bad, but they're not like game breakingly good. But at the end of the day, it's like, well, no, I mean the stats. I mean, you can increase your charisma and strength with it. I'm talking about your skills, not your acrobatics and performance are. I mean, you're a paladin. You probably won't be good at acrobatics, so I guess having those is nice. I mean, your ability scores, you'll be able to increase your strength and charisma, which I mean, for most, I mean, yeah, now a lot of paddlers do want at least like a 13 strength. Like now a lot of paddlers have to have it, even if you don't use multi-classing ability scores. So yeah, I mean I think overall it makes sense, and I like it. Now we will dive into the subclasses. I know it's been a lot of yapping, a lot of discussing. Yeah, 13 minutes of non-subclass discussion. But yeah, let's just get right into it. Now, all paladin subclasses only have one use, only have one feature to use your channel divinity on, meaning there is no more where you now have two options for your channel divinity. Now you just have the one, which honestly is a change I'm fully fine with. For example, the Oath of Vengeance Paladin. You no longer have Abjure Enemy and Valve Enemy. Now you only have one of them. You don't have both. Which honestly, I feel like a lot of subclasses had really bad channel divinity options that never got used. And if Wizards kept out the good channel divinity options and got rid of the old ones that were never getting used, then this feature wouldn't matter. But it's Wizards. Of course, they're going to remove a good one and leave you the bad one. Looking at you, Oath of Glory, why are you here? But we'll get into that later. Now, Over Devotion has gotten some pretty nice changes, and if you're playing a charisma-based paladin, maybe the one you pick, if I'm being fully honest. Over Devotion is very powerful, but let's get into it. Your first change is you now get the Shield of Faith spell at level 3 instead of Sanctuary. Honestly, I think that's a good change. I like Shield of Faith, plus with your AC is very nice, especially if you're charisma-based pally, just having that, Sanctuary is a good spell, But again, I feel like at the end of the day, Sanctuary is one of those spells like, oh, this is so good, but like you rarely use it. It's like a good spell, but you rarely really use it like efficiently. At level 5, we get 8 instead of Lesser Restoration, which honestly, I mean, I feel like a Paladin using 8, I feel like you're kind of already shooting yourself in the foot there a little. But I think 8 overall is a good spell. Lesser Restoration. The debate, I mean, Paladins still do get Lesser Restoration, so you can still prepare Lesser Restoration. And I feel like with a Paladin, your spell casting ain't that good, so you probably still just want to prepare it. So yeah, overall, I think this is a bigger buff than it really is a nerf. Make sure to drink water. And yeah, that's it for the spell list. Overall, good changes. I like the Shield of Faith one. The Aid one, I'm a little neutral on. Now, for our Channel Divinity. Now, the Channel Divinity we did keep is the one we're allowed to use our Charisma modifier on top of whatever we're normally using. Overall, it was a good Channel Divinity, but it required an action. So, I mean, it required a lot of setup, which for a lot of people, including myself, was really annoying. But now, as a Alpha Devotion Paladin, if you use your Sacred Weapon feature, you no longer have to spend an action or even a bonus action or reaction. You spend nothing. When you take the attack action, you can just make your weapon into Sacred Weapon, which is, oh, that's so good, man. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, that's such a nice change. That is such a amazing change. And also, you can now make your weapon deal radiant damage as well. And oh my, and it emits an aura of light. This is such a good change. I am so, bro, I swear, if they did not mess up the Paladins with Divine Smite, Paladins would have won. They would have been 19-0. But now they're like 8-8 in my opinion, because Divine Smite, but whatever. We ain't speaking about that. But yeah, this is just such a good feature. I cannot mean back to the Blade Warlocks. You are eating deviously well with this feature. I mean, yeah, because you can just. This is basically just Tavern Brawler. If you've ever played Baldur's Gate 3 and used Tavern Brawler, this is literally just Tavern Brawler. And Tavern Brawler is broken in that game. So yeah, using it, I mean, to your hit, to your attack, it is just so good. Genuine. I think they killed it with this feature, and I am very happy that this is what we got. Because the old one was so annoying to use. Now your aura of courage basically means that everyone inside of your aura is now immune to charmed and frightened, and if they were charmed or frightened while they got in it, they lose it. But I mean, good effect, good change. Overall, I like it. So yeah, now our 15th level feature is now very good. The other one used to be nice. I mean, being under the effective protection of evil good is nice, you know. But now this new feature is very good. Now, if anyone is in your aura protection, you can now. They're now under the benefits of half cover, which is a +2 to your AC and dexterity saving throws until the beginning of your next turn. This is really nice. I mean, yeah, just having this is so damn nice, so damn fun. This is I mean, for you, this is a flat +2 to your AC and a +2 to your dex saves. I mean, like, that is very good. And also, as a paladin, you are going to be dumping dexterity. So having this feature to just make you, like, not really care you dump dex is very nice. It is a 15th level feature, however. So it is pretty late, but it is very powerful. And I mean, you might not reach it because of multi-classing. But again, it is a very nice feature. But I mean, if you take that one level of Warlock, you will get it. Level 20 for your Holy Nimbus ability. It got a minor improvement that can now be activated for bonus action, which again is good. And also we gain advantage on any save, and Undead Fiend focuses on us, not just by spells cast by them. So, I mean, if they try to like do like an ability, boom. And also the damage an enemy takes is a charisma modifier plus a proficiency bonus. So yeah, I think that's legit one more. I mean, assuming you have like a 5 charisma, that's 11 points of damage. Which, I mean, oh no, because you can't be charisma casting. Now, I still overall think that just your level, I mean, I still think taking that one level of Warlock is still. I've looked at all the level 20 features, and none of them had really made me feel like, okay, but being able to attack with my charisma modifier from level 1, Like none of them have been able to trump that because that is just inherently so overbearingly powerful. Which, does suck because level 20 paladin. People want to play level 20 paladins, but when you're kind of like when a wizard is basically telling you don't play level 20 pally, it's like it's very disheartening where like you see, oh yeah, your new level 20 ability got buffed, when in reality it's like, yeah, but didn't get buffed enough for me to really care about it. It's not like a scenario with the monks where the 20th level feature is very good, but the thing is, because like, yeah, the paladin's 20th level feature and 15th level feature are really cool, but from levels like what is it, 8 through more like 9 through 14, they don't really get much. Yeah, they do gain like third level spells, but again, that's mostly just paladin's fodder. And I mean, let's look at the paladin's third level spells they can access here. I'll pull it up in front of everyone. I mean, they don't really get much of notice in my personal opinion. I mean, Aura Vitality, cool. Blinding Smite, it's just a weird way. I mean, the spell magic elemental weapon revivify. I mean, Spirit Shroud is cool. Elemental weapon's cool. Both of these spells are cool, but I mean, like, again, this is Tasha's, so we don't know. I'm pretty sure Spirit Shroud is not in the new player's handbook. I don't know though. I don't know though, so don't take that like as word. But this may not be in the player's handbook because it's from Tasha's. I mean, elemental weapon's a cool one, but it ain't the best. No, elemental weapon's cool. And I'm hating Loki. Elemental weapon's cool, but still, I mean, like at the end of the day, it's these spells are nice, but like if you take it like now, the sorcerer is so overbearingly powerful and so disgustingly broken. It kind of makes you think. It's like, yeah, this is nice, but I can have like the best ranged option in the game with just ranged Eldritch Blast, and it's like, I mean, even if you, I think if you take two levels of if you take two levels of warlock, you can take pact. Wait, I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna say. I was thinking one thing, but I don't know if that's in the book. I mean, you can take Eldritch Blast. You can take, what is it called? Agonizing Blast and Eldritch Spear, or Agonizing Blast and something else, and just boom, and just firing the strongest ranged option in the game. If you take one, also a level of sorcerer, use your only star incarnation, you're legit the best ranged character in their game, but also one of the best melee characters in the game too. Well, I don't know about that. I'm lucky dragging it. You're a good melee character now. Not one of the best. You're a good melee character. So again, at the end of the day, I feel like these 20th level features still really don't give you enough to really promote multiclassing. Awful Glory Paladins, um, straight booty. Not much to say. Straight booty. Oh yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Just straight, unequivocal booty cheeks. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Just straight cheeks. I'm hating. Level 17, you no longer get some goof. I mean, level 17, you got Communion Flame Strike, two cans of booty. Now you get your Yolanda's Regal Presence, which I ain't gonna hold you. I really like this spell. I think it's really flavorful. I like the idea of you kind of being like Gojo in that one scene with like the tree spirit, just like pushing someone into a wall. I mean, it can generate advantage. Again, it's a 17th level feature, so take that as you will. And also, I don't know if that's spelled on the sorcerer's list, but it may be. So it may be on a sorcerer's list, and if it is, you would get it a level earlier. So again, that's an interesting choice. But yeah, I mean, it works like Spirit Guardians, and basically it does require concentration, so take that into note. But everyone in a 10 feet aura view takes 46 psychic damage and is knocked prone if they fail a saving throw. No, and get pushed 10 feet back, which it's pretty cool. But yeah, I think, yeah, I mean, also, if someone does benefit from your aura of protection at level 7, they do gain a plus enter movement speed. That's the same. Glorious defense is basically the same feature. Your 20th level feature is still, I mean, it was changed the last 10 minutes, which is good. And the one thing I didn't mention is you lost Inspiring Smite, which, just for the sake of showing you how much of a generational fumble this is, let me just show you what Inspiring Smite did compared to the one we did get. Let's, what, folks, This is Sparring Smite. Immediately after you deal damage to your creature with your Divine Smite feature, you can use your Channel Divinity as a bonus action and distribute temporary hit points to your creatures of your choice within 30 feet of you, which can include you. The total number of temporary hit points is 2d8 plus your level in this class. So I feel like a lot of people may think, oh, but that's a bonus action, and Smite is not a bonus action, meaning you can't use it. But when you look at the fact that every other subclass, its channel divinity, has changed the action economy that they used, why would they simply just not change it to when you use Divine Smite, you can just give out temporary hit points? Why would they not do such a simple change like that? Instead, they gave us the worst channel divinity options any paladin gets on everything. Peerless Athlete is pure, unrefined garbage, dog. It is pure booty. I don't care. This thing could last for 24 hours and I'll still say it's booty cheeks. I ain't gonna hold you. Peerless Athlete, garbage. Like, get this off my screen, please. You know? Get this off my screen. I'm not even looking at it anymore. It is just pure booty. Pure unrefined booty. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna say it's good. No, it's pure unrefined booty. It's no longer good for grappling because now grappling is a saving throw. Yeah, it's cheeks. Peerless Athlete, Glory Paladin, again, just booty. Yolanda's Regal Presence, cool spell, but this subclass is just straight booty cheeks. I ain't gonna hold you. Glorious Defense is a nice feature, but 15th level, and you having to deal with, you having no what's it called? Channel Divinity really does suck. When all these Channel Divinity options are so juicy, so flavorful, so thematic, so nice, so powerful, and you stuck here with imagine you go get a dry aged steak, nice and juicy, a dry aged Wagyu steak, right? Peerless Athlete is quite literally the worst grade of steak from Walmart. It's a $1 steak, bro. It is terrible. I'm sorry, Gloria Paladin lovers, but it's just straight booty. I'm not gonna cover it no more. Now, in a different change of pace, Oath of Ancients got some pretty nice changes. Turn to Faithless got axed, so yeah. But Nature's Wrath, which I feel like is the one most ancient paladins really used, got buffed. It now works on every creature. It now works on each creature of your choice instead of one, and within 15 feet, not on 10 feet, they have to succeed on a strength saving throw, not to choose between strength and dex. And yeah, they're restrained if they fail the saving throw, saving again at the end of each of their turns. But this may be seen as a nerf to some people. It only lasts for a minute, but for being honest here, most fights only last for a minute, and this feature will grant you yeah. At the end of the day, I feel like this feature maximum is gonna last for 5 rounds, which is not even it's half of a minute. So yeah. Overall, it technically the other feature could last forever, but come on, it's never lasting forever. Let's be real with ourselves. Overall, pretty good. Order of Warding got a small nerf, but it can actually be a decent buff to some. It's weird. Because now, instead of just granting resistance to all spell damage, you now, and everyone who's in your aura, now gains resistance to necrotic, psychic, and radiant damage. So, honestly, I feel like with all of those with all those damage types, those are very extra planar damaging. Because I feel like the Oath of the Ancients is kind of just very anti just extra planar allies like Fae, Fiend, Aberrations, what's it called? Celestials. I feel like they kind of just don't like them. So it's kind of you're just really good at taking out those specific categories of monsters, and you're very good at protecting your allies from those category of monsters. So yeah, it is a nerf. Your Bear Totem Barbarian will greatly appreciate this feature because they gain resistance to necrotic, psychic, and radiant, meaning they don't resist force damage. Just the only damage they don't resist. So your Bear Totem Barbarian will love you. But yeah, aside from that, it's a small nerf. But your Channel Divinity got such a big buff that honestly, it's one you take. Undying Sentinel got a nice buff. Instead of dropping to 1 hit point, you now drop to 3 times your Paladin level, which is very nice. So 3 times your Paladin level, that's 45 hit points. So yeah, it's actually pretty good. Your 20 level Elder Champion now works with a bonus action instead of an action. Overall, good. Oath of Ancients Paladin got a pretty nice buff. You did get a nerf, but honestly, it's one of those things where it's it's annoying. But at the end of the day, I still think they're pretty good. Now we got Oath of Vengeance, which is my personal favorite Paladin subclass. And yeah, overall, it got some very, very nice buffs. Now, your Oath of Vengeance, your Vow of Enmity, the main feature you used Oath of Vengeance for, now requires no bonus action, no reaction. It requires nothing. You use it when you take the attack action. Oh, I love that change so much. I'm so happy about that. Oh, I'm just genuinely so happy about that. And now, even better, as long as you still have it active for that whole minute, basically for that whole minute, you now have advantage against any creature you hit. For example, let's say if you mark it on like Kobold number 1, you take out Kobold number 1. You can now go to Kobold number 2, attack them, and mark them with your Vow of Enemy, meaning you gain advantage on them. This basically just allows you to have advantage on everyone, which, I mean, is very nice. And I think Oath of Vengeance and Paladins may now be kind of like a cleanup crew, kind of just taking out the stragglers now, because they can straight up just like they can, because I mean now you have advantage. I mean advantage can lead to crits. Divine Smite crits still very good. If you're charisma based paladin, I mean you'll take the advantage. I mean still very very good choices here. Very good options. Very nice feature. Now, oh damn. Sorry. Now, at level 7, you get Relentless Avenger, which is your aura. Got a nice little buff. Basically, when your enemy would move from you, it now works as Sentinel, where now you can move up to half your movement speed, not provoke opportunity attacks, but now their movement speed is reduced to 0. So yeah, it's like Sentinel, overall good change. Your level 20 and 15, your level 15 feature has seen the little to no changes, and your level 20 feature now uses your bonus action instead of an action, which is again so good, so nice. But it only lasts for 10 minutes instead of an hour, which is bad, I guess. But yeah, honestly, that's it for all the paladins. Oath of Vengeance, again, let me say this before I kind of do the wrap up. Very good, very powerful, and definitely I'm going to be using it. That's it for the paladins. I mean, overall, I feel like excluding Divine Smite and Oath of Glory, which, I mean, Oath of Glory doesn't exist. It's like Cars 2. Never happened. Even though I like Cars 2. I don't know, I feel like that movie gets hated on. But why am I talking about Cars? Overall, I feel like every paladin subclass that are real and not the fake AI one are really good. They all got decent buffs. I'm really excited to play Oath of Devotion. I tried playing an Oath of Devotion paladin in Baldur's Gate 3, and I really threw myself out the window. It's so hard, just so annoying to play. But now Oath of Devotion is very much something I may consider, especially if my Warlock focused Oath of Devotion paladins, because yeah, being able to just have being able to have Tavern Brawler on a D&D character, it's just so nice, man. I'm excited, very excited, and I hope you guys are too. This new version of Paladin, even though Divine Smite sucks changes, does not mean you still can't have fun with it and still be a Paladin. At the end of the day, my opinions are my own, so don't let my opinions kind of bog yours down or whatever. But yeah, that's it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, that's your boy OT19 signing out. Peace.